Assalamualaikum to Madam Nur Barira. Today, our group will present our presentation for group assignment that is select one leader, one role model, a person who inspire, motivate, and guide people. Our choice is Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi. Here we have our group members that will present this presentation. First, we have Nur Eliana Natasha binti Majamil, Aimina Suha binti Abdul Wahid, Nurin Nadia binti Syamuddin, Asila Razita binti Ibrahim, and lastly Muhammad Izzat Aiman bin Samri. Tun Abdullah was born on 26 November 1939 in Bayan Lepas, Penang. He is the eldest son of Ahmad Badawi, a highly respected Islamic scholar, and Khailan Hassan. He is fondly referred to by Malaysians as Pakla, a name that reflects the public's affection for his humble and calm personality. He served as Malaysia's 5th Prime Minister from 2003 to 2009. During his leadership, he became known as the father of human capital development for his focus on education, ethics, and national values. One of his most significant contributes was the introduction of the National Integrity Plan, which aimed to build a culture of transparency and good governance in Malaysia. In terms of his personal life, Tun Abdullah was married first to the late Tun Endon Mahmud, and together they had 2 children. After her passing in 2005, he later remarried to Jane Abdullah. Now, let's take a look at Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi's working experience throughout his career in public service and politics. His career began in 1964 when he joined the Malaysian Administrative and Diplomatic Service as an officer. A decade later, in 1974, he was appointed as Director General of the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports, where he contributed to youth development and national unity efforts. In 1980, he took on a political role as Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Federal Territory, and by 1981, he was promoted to Minister in Prime Minister's Department, focusing on Islamic affairs. His leadership journey continued as become the Minister of Education in 1984, followed by the Minister of Defense in 1986, and later the Minister of Foreign Affairs in 1991, where he served for nearly a decade and represented Malaysia on the international stage. In 1999, he was appointed as the Deputy Prime Minister and also held the portfolio of Minister of Home Affairs. Finally, on 31st October 2003, he was officially appointed as Malaysia's 5th Prime Minister, following the retirement of Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Next, I will explain Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi's education background, which played a major role in shaping his leadership style and values. He began his early education at Sekolah Kebangsaan Pematang Bertam, Kepala Batas, from 1947 to 1950. For his secondary education, he attended Bukit Mertajam High School and later completed Form 6 at Methodist Boys' School in Penang. Tun Abdullah showed early signs of leadership during his school years. In 1957, he was elected as the president of the Malay Students Association of Penang and Seberang Perai, PPM-PPSP. Later, in 1962, while studying at university, he became the president of the Federation of Peninsular Malay Students, GPFS. In 1964, he graduated from the University of Malaya with a Bachelor of Arts Honours degree in Islamic Studies. His academic background, particularly in Islamic history and philosophy, deeply influenced his ethical, moderate, and values-based approach to leadership.
So, we have listened to some incredible facts or biodata about Tun Abdullah Badawi from my teammates. And it is not done yet because I will talk about two reasons why we choose Tun Abdullah Badawi as our leader. So let's jump into two reasons why we choose Tun Abdullah Badawi as our leader. Abdullah was chosen because he had many years of government experience. He had important jobs like Deputy Prime Minister and worked on both local and international issues. He also worked well with Tun Dr. Mahathir, which helped make the change in leadership smooth. At a time when people wanted more moderate and fair leadership, Abdullah seems like a good and trusted choice, to be honest. The second reason is Tun Abdullah Badawi was chosen for his clean reputation and moderate leadership. His calm approach, a promotion of Islam Hadari appealed to Malaysian diverse society and helped bring unity and stability after Mahathir's strong rules. So we all know what happened when Tun Abdullah Badawi was take a place and in charge Malaysia with short periods of time and do such a outstanding and responsible leadership to proven the local and international what a Malaysian have. A truly gem once rules our country.
Thanks for the great explanation earlier. Today, I will present about why we believe Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi is aligned with the power bases. The leadership of Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi is a powerful example of how a national leader can align with multiple power bases, legitimate, reward, and referent power. Firstly, his legitimate power came from being a Malaysian's fifth Prime Minister. His authority was solidified when Barisan Nasional won a huge majority in 2004 general election, 198 out of 220 seats. This showed national support and gave him a strong constitutional legitimacy. Secondly, Tun Abdullah demonstrated reward power through economic and social programs. He was behind the creation of 5 major economic corridors, including SCORE and ESSER, which helped develop rural areas, create jobs, and reduce income gaps. He also earned the title Father of Human Capital Development for his effort in improving educational and skill building in Malaysians. Most importantly, he showed a strong referent power, known as Patla, when he was admired for his honesty, humanity, and inclusive leadership. He promoted Islam Hadari, a moderate and progressive Islam approach, and launched a national integrity plan and the MACC to combat corruption. His ethical leadership and consultative style gained a people's respect and strengthened his influence. In conclusion, Tun Abdullah's ability to combine formal authority, practical rewards, and personal integrity made him a respected and effective leader who guided Malaysia through a major period of transformation. That's all for me. Let me now pass the presentation to the next speaker. I would like to talk about the leadership characteristic of Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, known as Patla. So the first characteristic about him is thoughtful and moderate. Patla was known as a leader who was thoughtful and calm. He didn't need to raise his voice or act aggressively just to get attention. Instead, he chose to listen, to understand, and to bring people together, no matter their background. He believed that Malaysia's diversity is our greatest strength and that unity can only be achieved through moderation and wise leadership. One of his famous quotes was, "Don't work for me, but come work with me." This shows that he didn't see himself as more important than the people. He worked alongside them, not above them.
Even though politics at that time could be loud and full of pressure, Butler chose to lead with kindness and knowledge. He proved that a soft approach can still bring strong results. The second characteristic about him is ethical. Butler also believed that trust and honesty are more important than big buildings or fancy projects. He understood that without integrity, success will not last. Because of that, he made integrity a strong part of his government. He improved the anti-corruption agency, created the Malaysian Integrity Institute, and introduced the National Integrity Plan. He even allowed the police and other major organizations to be checked and improved. They take humility and bravery. To him, a great Malaysia is not just about power, but also about values. His clean record and humble attitude reminded others that leaders must lead by showing good example. So the last characteristic about him is educator. More than anything, Pala believed in the potential of people. He believed that Malaysia's true value was not in highways or tall buildings, but in the minds of hearts of its people. He focused on education, values, and innovation. He wanted every Malaysian, no matter who they are, to have the chance to grow and success. His slogan "Cemerlang Gemilang Terbilang" was not just a slogan, it was a message for Malaysians to always do their best, live with honor, and represent the country with pride. He once said, Malaysia should not have first-class infrastructure, but a third-class mentality. That message still makes sense today. Thank you.
So now I would like to introduce about the power of leadership. First, we look at the power of rational persuasions. Tun Abdullah exercised this by explaining his ideas with a logic and facts, especially in matters like education, rural development, and also the religion. As a Prime Minister, he introduced important national policies such as Islam Hadari and also human capital development. This approach helped to build public trust and reinforce his image as a principled and respected leader. So next is the power of legitimacy. Tun Abdullah used his position as the Prime Minister responsibly and ethically. He did not misuse his authority by governing with integrity and also the fairness. And outside of the government, he also promoted a balanced Islamic discourse through the organization like IKIM, IKIM, and as the founder of the IAIS through the World Islamic Economic Forum, he actually encouraged cooperation among the Muslim countries and using a reason to thoughtful idea. And Tun Abdullah also proving that influence can be earned through the dialogue and not pressure. And lastly, we have the power of inspiration appeal. Tun Abdullah was known as the gentle general, strong moral value, and also people who focus with leaderships. He actually inspired public servants by creating a sense of pride and the purpose of their work. So this can make a motivation to lead to increase productivity and had a lasting positive impact on the Malaysian institution. To conclude, Tun Abdullah Ahmad Badawi's leadership power played a major role in improving employee performance and engagement. His use of legitimate and moral power earned the trust of civil servants and motivated them to work more professionally and responsibly. Through ethical leadership and introduction of the National Integrity Plan, he promoted transparency, reduced workplace stress, and encouraged a strong culture of accountability, leading to a better cooperation and higher employment engagement across the public sector.